Hello, I'm Adelle Smith of BKD, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really cool emoji biscuit pops. And I'm going to be using my Kenwood chef sense to help me do that. And these are some of the ingredients and tools that we're going to need for the biscuit element of our emoji biscuit pops. So first of all, we're going to need 400 grams of plain flour, 200 grams of caster sugar, 200 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 medium free-range egg, some vanilla essence. And then tools wise, I'm using a 6cm circular cutter for my biscuit head, some measuring spoons, a spatula, a palette knife, a rolling pin, and then some cake pop sticks. And then in addition to that, we're going to need a baking sheet and some baking parchment or non-stick mat. So let's get started. So to begin with, I'm going to be putting my unsalted butter, caster sugar and vanilla into my Kenwood chef sense. And I'm using the paddle attachment. So I'm just going to whack all of that in there now. So all of the caster sugar, all of our unsalted butter, which is at room temperature, and then we want 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence, like so. And I'm just going to cream this together for a few minutes so we get a really pale and fluffy mixture. So I've been creaming my butter and my sugar mixture together for about 2 minutes now. So I'm just going to check that so you can see it's looking all fluffy and yummy. And now I'm going to add in my 400 grams of plain flour. So I'm just going to chuck that in. It's a really quick and easy recipe. And my 1 egg, which I've beaten, like so. And I'm going to put that back onto the mixing. So you can see it's all kind of collating around the paddle. And the inside of the bowl is looking quite clean. So that's when we know that the biscuit dough is ready. We don't want to overmix, otherwise it can cause the biscuits to spread. Fine, just get the very last bits out there. Just pop that there. And then what I like to do is I like to just half my dough very roughly, and I'm going to put these into 2 balls and then just give them a little pat on the top into a patty shape. And then basically these go into the fridge for a minimum of an hour. Now if you're a busy mum like me, you might like to make this the day before. You can whack it in the fridge, leave in there for 24 hours to cool, and then it's perfect to just grab, bake with the kids and decorate. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap these in some cling film and then pop them in the fridge. I've taken my dough out of the fridge and I've given it a little knead and removed the cling film from that. So we're all ready to go with rolling it out and making our biscuit pops. So we're just going to take a little bit of plain flour, and I'm going to sprinkle that over my non-stick mat, like so, and then place my dough in the middle, and then a little bit more on the top. And then I'm just going to roll out my dough to around 5 to 7 millimeters thick. So we don't want them to be too thin because we've got to stick the biscuit pop sticks through the middle. So I'm just taking my 6cm circular cutter and I'm just going to press that in, give it a little turn, and then pull it out. And I'm going to cut lots and lots of circles out. And then I'm going to place these onto my baking sheet. When you're placing your biscuit circles on here, you just need to go around the edges because we're going to be sticking the sticks into the biscuits when we take them out of the oven hot. So these are going to go put back into the fridge now for another 20 to 30 minutes. We just need to let them firm up again, and this stops the biscuits from spreading when you put them into the oven. So I'm going to pop my oven onto 180 degrees C, let that preheat whilst these are just firming up into the fridge. So I've taken my biscuits out of the fridge and I popped them in the oven for 7 to 8 minutes. You're going to get really nice golden edges. And I've taken them out and you can see I've already started placing my biscuit pop sticks in. So you can see how I've arranged these so that I can access and get the sticks in. This is something obviously for parents to do, not the children, because the baking sheet's very hot as well as the biscuits. So I'm just holding the biscuits very gently and pressing the sticks into the centre of them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let these cool a little bit more on the baking sheet so that the biscuits firm up, and then I'm going to move them onto a wire rack for them to completely cool before I then decorate them.